Auntie is here. Kirsten Langston, author and intuitive. Santos is here beside me. What you are about to witness is a snippet of a live stream that happened on Saturday. What's the date? Saturday, September 8th. So you're about to see a bit of a live stream that is on my Patreon. I only do live streams on Patreon. So here's a little bit of it. You can see a little bit of it, see what's going on. It ran about an hour and 40 minutes, and we discussed, we didn't get into a lot of it here because we were too busy bullshitting about my Trump channeling that took place the other day. That was very surprising. But we do discuss Kavanaugh. I have a list. We discussed the New York Times op-ed situation. Very interesting conclusion on that one. What else did we talk about? We talked about the 25th Amendment. We talked about if Mueller will interview Trump. We talked about earthquakes coming for South America. We talked about what's happening in Sweden. We did a lot on the UK. We talked about Scott Morrison in Australia. We talked about a lot. So if you want to check that out, then you scoot on over to my Patreon. Of course, the link will be in the box and it will be up here for you to see. It's www.patreon.com/KirstenLangston. $2 gets you in. So $2 will get you that video plus the Trump channeling plus access to a lot of my video catalog. So there are a lot of videos that happen and live streams that happen that you don't see on YouTube. It's all happening on Patreon. So while you're here for the rest of the month until October 1st, if you decide not to stay, then you would be terminated on October 1st out of my Patreon. So for the next couple weeks, you can cruise around and check all of that back catalog out. If you do decide to stay, which I hope you do, then welcome and enjoy, and I will be running some specials and sales in October for patrons only. So all right, enjoy. By the way, this video does cut off abruptly because what I do is I just run my camera as I'm live streaming. I don't pay attention to really what's going on in the camera, so I know that's gonna drive people nuts, and I feel like this one cuts off at like a really opportune moment for me. Like it's a cliffhanger. You guys are probably gonna be like, damn it, why did she do that? I didn't, the camera did, blame the camera. I'm running something special on my Instagram, so come over and see me on Instagram at Third Eye Champagne. I am going to start doing a couple of drawings for free readings, and I am doing something called the 10-minute read. It's an Insta read. So what you are doing is making a request for the week. That can be on anything that you'd like, but it's a 10-minute read. So currently I think we're gonna be looking at Cardi B and Nicki Minaj because I guess some shit just popped off. So find me on Instagram, make your requests, and we will get those up for you. Mwah! Okay, my goodness, that took a minute. Okay, hi, good morning. I'm so sorry I'm late. Hi, Sebastian. This is insanely ridiculous. So, we got something like, hi, Lisa. I need to move this bad boy closer. Hello. We got something like 200 new patrons last night due to the live stream. So, hi, Sue Ellen. Hi, Meg. Hi, Scape. So I woke up to like 187 emails or something, and it was all new patrons. It was insane. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, thank you, patrons, thank you, everybody. I suppose I owe Mr. Trump a debt of gratitude for that, at least. So yeah, anyway, I tried to get the link up. Why is this all? Let's go there. No, listen, I tried to get the link up on Patreon and it would not work. It would not work. And it said host error, and I was like, oh my God, are there too many people on my page or something? Like, what happened? Hi, Donna. Hi, Brianna. Yeah, so anyway, I'm late and I'm sorry and I do apologize, but I'm wearing my negligee and I'm here, and if I could please ask some very kind soul to put in the Patreon comments how to get on here and get onto the chat for all the newbies, that would be lovely, because I know I'll say it wrong. Let's just put it that way. I will tell you guys how to do it wrong, and then you'll be like, this bitch sucks. And but anyway, we're here, so I'm just gonna kind of blab until I'm just gonna blab until some more people jump on here. But we're here, and I have my 2 cups of tea. So Ben, I think Patreon had crashed, to be honest. It was tough, man. It was tough. New patrons. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hi, Sherry. Hi, everybody. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I woke up this morning and it was all these new patrons, and I was like, oh, they all want to see the Trump channel. So I hope you guys stick around. It's a-okay if you don't. Some people can't afford it, and that's fine. And you know, some people are like, I was just here for that and I'm done after the month is out. But I will tell you this, you're here for a full month. You're here until October 1st. If you choose not to stay. So cruise around, ask around other patrons, like, what are the good videos? What should I watch? They're all good, of course. But cruise around, because there's a wealth of stuff that you just don't see on YouTube. It's live streams. You can view all the live streams after the fact. You can view everything. Depending on what tier you got on. If you got on at the $2 tier, there's still a ton there. There's also a list. If you go to my blog, there is a list of predictions that I've been making all the way through. So every prediction I've made in every video, or every, because sometimes I do written predictions on my blog here on Patreon, you know, it's all there. So go and take a peek, cruise around, see what you want to see. I'm going to tell you this, if you jump up tiers to view something, like let's say you're like, oh, I got to see this drunk tarot because it looks really good, and I will tell you that the drunk tarot with Casey was ridiculous. That's the conspiracy theory drunk tarot. Not the same drunk tarot you saw on YouTube. And then there was a whole live stream that we did where we were shit-faced. We were drinking Portuguese moonshine. We were gone. Hi, Julia. So anyway, if you want to do that, you want to jump up a tier, just know that you're going to be charged the difference. This is what Patreon tells me. You'll be charged the difference right away. So, aloha! Just so FYI, just so you know that. So if you're a $2 patron and you want to see Drunk Tarot, then you become a $10 patron, you're going to be charged $8 right away. Hi, Kristen. So there's that. And I want to say hello. I forgot this was running. Hello, YouTube. You are about to view a live stream that's not really live. It's live right now, but by the time you get it, it will be a recorded video. It's going to cut off very abruptly. But if you want to come check the rest out or come check me out, you're going to come to my Patreon, and it will have all the links ready. So let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, hell yeah, I want conspiracy questions for a future video. We are totally revisiting conspiracy theories. I do have a little bit of construction going on. Of course I do. Of course I do. So just excuse the noise. If there is a saw running, it will be very brief and I won't talk through it. And we have enough people on, so I'm going to say hello and let's get going. Mario! Okay, so I have a list. I have a big list. Number one, I'm going to embarrass somebody. Don't kill me for this. Hi, Trish. Sue Ellen made a comment on one of the videos and said she went over to Psychic Violetta's page and Linda G's page and was talking about me, which, thank you. That's my shout out to you, my girl. Thank you so much for that. I don't know if any of you or all of you know this at this point, but yeah, you can totally ask questions about the channeling. We're totally gonna get there. Hi, Cora. But my channel is restricted on YouTube, so I'm not reaching as many people as I used to. It's fully fucking restricted. Hi, Aurora. Your comment was beautiful. Thank you so much. So, I mean, obviously, don't go spamming other psychics and, like, go see this lady instead, but it's just a really nice thing to do to kind of drop my name here and there wherever you're at, because people can't find me anymore. I'm a bad girl. I'm a bad girl. I have been fully restricted on YouTube. It's difficult for people to find me, so... you know, if you want to occasionally name drop and what have you, that would be awesome. I appreciate it. So thanks for that, Suella. And thanks for everybody's lovely comments, and thank you for everybody joining us. That's okay. That's number one. Number two. Did my chat disappear, or is just nobody talking? God damn it. I'm so paranoid the chat's gonna disappear again. Hi, Elena. It's probably Elena and I said Elena, and that's not okay. All right, so the Trump channel. I read, hi Zahira, I read all of your comments. There were so many of them, and everybody was so engaged. So thank you for that. And your insight was so interesting. Lynette, I was shocked. I was shocked. I was shocked when I got inside that man, and there's this kid in there talking about, and I'll tell you this, a lot of that channel is out of my brain. So I don't have a lot of the information that I was giving you guys. Oh, so much coming, so much coming. You haven't finished it yet. No, I'm fine. I'm actually fine. I did get fluish. It was weird. I felt okay, came out, saged everything, and I was like, oh, I feel pretty good. Did a little bit of yoga because I got to get back in my body there. And then I was like, oh no, I'm starting to feel like I have the flu, which is a very bad sign. Very bad sign when I'm doing readings. If I start to feel like I have the flu, I'm like, ah, shit. So I jumped in a bath. I got my Ganga water. I got my salt. Hi, Ashley. I got my sage. I put sage all up in the bathtub, a chunk of rose quartz in the bathtub. And after that, I felt okay. I was drained, but I was okay. Midterms. Yes, I'm fully going to read on the midterms. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be channeling him. I really, you know, it was like once I got past Mr. Red Sox, which is what I'm just going to be calling him now. Does he even wear red socks? I don't know. But once I got past that, I was like, oh, no, you're all right. Which is, I was surprised by. I was surprised by. Yeah. I don't know if it was Trump's dad, but I'll tell you this. I came out, Santo is great, actually. I came out of the room, and after, you're here, Keisha, you're totally here, mama. I came out of the room after the channeling, and I will say, like, it felt weird, and I was just like, my living room feels weird. My house is fully not haunted. My house is so effing protected, it's ridiculous. I've had psychics in here and out of here, mediums in here and out of here. I'd had Will the Witch Doctor cleanse it, you know, and I've never felt like there was anything permanently here. Somebody might come and go every once in a while. Client's loved one might pop in, which I don't love. I don't really do the mediumship, as you know, but it felt weird in there. So I was just like, I was saging like a crazy person. Seems fine now. So it looks like we're okay. But yeah, I was shocked. I didn't want, it's so much easier to hate this guy, right? Like, he's a fucking prick. But I also feel, and it was like, I was, you know, I might have to do this next time I channel anybody, is I felt like I was getting neutral information after I was winding down. Oh, so much in the chat. I am going to do something with Will the Witch Doctor. I totally am. But I was getting information, and it was like, I should have sat here and just kind of done stream of consciousness as I was like winding down out of his mind, consciousness, energy, whatever you want to call it. Because I was like getting weird info on the guy. And so of course I can't hardly remember any of it now. But next time I think I'm going to just kind of sit here and wind down a little bit. But yeah, it's so much easier to hate the guy. So much easier. And oh, that was one of the things that I did see with him, was I was like, oh, these people, so many people are using him. So many people are using him. I was kind of unaware of it, because I think the kind of the idea is like, oh, he's the mastermind and like he's behind this. I mean, not he's a mastermind. A lot of people say he's sly as a fox. A lot of people say he's an idiot. So many people are using him to push their agenda. Oh my God, I did forget to write that down. And what was I saying? I was going to say who the people behind it, right? The bad people, right? Like who's, and you know, Miller of course came up. So, but I got to write that down. I have a whole list of you guys. It's really sad. I know, right? You feel sad for like a minute. You're like, oh, this is really too bad. And then you're like, oh wait, you're also a who is using him? I know Miller. I know Miller is. I know. I don't know. It wasn't making a lot of sense to me. I know I was saying that in the channel, right? That he felt like people of color like took something from him. Yeah. I actually didn't. I watched the first part of the channel that's gonna go on Sexy Bob. Don't you think he's cute? He's got something to him. Listen, Elisa and I just did a reading on him. She looked at his chart. Whoa, whoa, that'll be coming up soon. I looked at the first half of the channel and I was just like, oh, okay, but it kind of made me uncomfortable. And I was like, if I get to the point where because I know I cried during that damn thing, I was like, I can't get to the point where I cried because it was just too much. I was overwhelmed. If I wasn't on camera, I probably would have had a fucking breakdown. Right. Well, and that's the thing. It's like, you guys are going off about Sexy Bob. You're so funny. I can't hold that whatever's inside him, that little kid. I can't, that one is blameless. That's the innocent part. And I felt it. I felt it completely. But like I said, everything from 13 on, it seemed like it was like, what the hell are you doing? You know, like what are you doing? All right, so let's get to some cards here. You did it, Sharon. Let's get to some cards here, y'all. So I have a list from requests y'all have made, and of course we can get to some other stuff here. I think the inner child is trapped. I mean, I think, yeah, I think that's what I was kind of inner child. I mean, 13 years old, we're going to call that an inner child, maybe. But I think that's what I was working with. Yeah, I agree. Well, I just think, you know, but at some point, people can overcome that. You can overcome that. You know, he made so many shitty decisions that it's like, okay, well, now you're a dick. You know, and you're fucking people up. So I want to say a big shout out to you guys who sent me all the stuff on Australia and the UK. So greatly appreciated. I so much does the inner child have a comb over too? I understand so much more as to what's going on. I am going to be emailing Ms. Lena Rodriguez either today or tomorrow, and I want to interview her on my show. So, speaking of the Aussies. I want to look at this op-ed. So let's take a peek at that. But I want to say really quickly, Australia. Scott Morrison, he's not going to last. So I'm like studying up on everything because I really want to know what's going on. You know, I really want to know what's going on around the world. So you guys sent me some great information, and I went with that and I kind of ran with it. And I found this picture of Scott Morrison as I'm looking to see kind of what's going on there in Australia. And I was like, oh, he's like out. This guy's out. Like he's not hardly going to be there for very long. Somebody's coming right along to replace this guy. And I'll tell you this too. Australia is not going to turn around until there's a female in charge. That's when everything really starts to turn around. And native rights, I know they're a big deal. They're going to be an even bigger deal. It's going to be, and I think there's, if it's not happening already, there's going to be reports of like abuses coming out, atrocities coming out, as far as Native Australians go. I don't know if that's the proper terminology, so correct me if I'm wrong. All right, so that's that, and then I want to say this as far as the UK. I'm going to get into the UK. I'm going to do a whole big fat Q&D on the UK, but this right-wing Nazi shit is just going to get worse with you guys, and I feel like they're Aboriginal. That's the correct term. I didn't know if that was like an okay thing to say. But these Nazis, they're fully infiltrating your government, UK, and they're really pushing for it. And I do believe, of course, that Steve Bannon is behind it. But they're really fully infiltrating your government. Hascape, it was your fabulous email, and thank you so much for that, that actually got my juices flowing on that. And I'm like reading the email and I'm absorbing all the information, and then I'm like, oh, Nazis, like it's bad. Like I saw the name Jacob Rees, right? And I was like, oh no, bad, 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 bad. Boris will, yeah, I do believe so. I think Boris, and that's the other thing, I was getting hits on Boris Johnson. Is Stephen Miller a reincarnated Nazi? I don't believe he is, actually. I don't believe he is, but I would love, I'm not going to channel that guy. Ooh, talk about yucky. He's worse than Trump. But yeah, I caught that with Johnson. I was reading on Johnson. This guy's going to make a push as far as he can go, and he's got nothing but bad intentions. Remember the dream I had where he gave me the banana? This man has nothing but bad intentions. It's no bueno. Yeah, just look out, UK. I'm gonna get deeper into it. things could calm down here just a tiny bit more. Nosferatu vibes. Oh my God, totally, totally. Totally. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't know if we have any reincarnated Nazis just yet. My views on reincarnation are different, and I was always taught that when you pass through that veil, you have a long time to rest before you come back. So I don't know if we've gotten any Nazis back yet. That was the basis of the way I was taught. So, yeah, that's some good tea. All right, op-ed, let's do it. New York Times, here we go. Here we go. So everybody wants to know who done did it. So I'm not going to name names because I don't know who did it, but I can tell you the personality of the person that did do it. And maybe we can deduce something from that because I was getting hits all over the place. You were taught that too, yeah. I was getting hits all over the place. So I'm going to tell you this. Number one, it's a farce. The minute I read this article, I was like, this is a fucking farce. Oh, I'll do a read on Cardi and Nicki. I'll do a Third Eye Champagne on that one. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, they're keeping the kids now. I said they were still gonna do it. I know in one of these things I said they were still gonna do it. And so they are. Well, I'll read on that again. Yeah, so this op-ed is bullshit. It's bullshit. It is utter and complete bullshit. It's not real. It's not a real thing. This thing was not, it wasn't written out of subversion. You know what I mean? It wasn't somebody saying like, oh, let me subvert what's going on with Trump. Like, let me let everybody know everything's okay. No, wrong. It's not because this person is trying to personally absolve themselves. I read this and I was like, this whole thing is a lie. Everything's a liar. I'm not saying that it's a lie like they're not, you know, taking care of Trump. Like they're not, you know, doing the things that they say they're doing in this op-ed. But I'm telling you, this fucking thing is a lie. I know, why did Mary and Faith get into a fight? Y'all are distracting me. All right, let me put cards on this. I thought of that actually, Jane. I was thinking like, it almost seems like it's like a tactic. I mean, would Trump himself write it? Maybe not, but would somebody use it as a tactic perhaps to distract from Kavanaugh or something else that's going on? Yeah, absolutely, hands down. It just made no sense. And it almost, honestly, I was like, you know, it almost sounds like the only way I would go with this outside of Trump propaganda, basically, is, yeah, I think Stephen Miller would do it, yeah. The only thing I got outside of that is that somebody's getting ready to make a case for like a military coup, which is just my theorizing, not me being psychic. So let me just make that clear. But, you know, oh no, we've got it all in hand. We're taking care of it. Y'all are taken care of. Right, it felt very staged, Joan. It was very weird. So let's just look at, ooh, hello tower. Okay. Let's look at that. Hey, you guys, I'm going to start doing something that I'm really excited about. I'm going to start doing 10-minute reads on Instagram. So, because that's all I can do on my Instagram channel right now. But requests, 10-minute requests, quick reads. So I can do Cardi, I can do Nicki, I can do, somebody asked for Miss Vanjie from RuPaul's Drag Race. So I'm going to start doing that in the next week. So I will be taking requests over there. Some of them may make their way, don't tell me that dog's outside my door. Some of them may make their way onto Patreon, some of them may not. It just depends on, thank you, Brianna. It just depends, yeah, quick and dirty Insta reads, exactly. Oh my God, I'm gonna call it an Insta read. Elena, you're a genius. Mary and Faith, all right. Okay, so show me this op-ed. It just stinks. It just stinks to high hell. We've been bullshitting for 20 minutes, you guys. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Show me this op-ed. It never felt right to me, even when I read it and I was like, no, this is false, it's false. I kept saying that. It's false, false, false. Not true. That damn dog, let me tell you, Jane, that damn dog was cuddled against my bosom all night long, like would not leave, like head was just mashed in between my boobs. All right, so let's see what's going on here. All right. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. So it's someone that is known. I can tell you this. It's somebody that is known because the star is here. And to me, that just says celebrity. It's somebody that we know. So it's somebody that is known in the Trump administration. Is it sincere? I don't believe it is. But it's somebody that we know. Number one, I can tell you that. So it's not some of these no names. It's not somebody that you don't already know of. It's got to be a star coming out of there. So it's got to be Miller or Kelly or Kellyanne or who else is a star in that administration? Well, of course Trump would play. Yeah, Cherchez la femme, of course. Don't I have a great French accent? Number one, okay, so it's a star. We have that. What else do we have? I want to know why they did it. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at why they did it. But it is a display of strength. It's almost, okay, so this is weird. It's a display of strength. And they're trying to say, oh, everything's fine, we're secure, everything's fine. Now, why would they do that? So these are really interesting cards. Why? And, well, that's the other thing, too, is the person that wrote this is not that bright. That's another hit I got. I was like, okay, so the person that wrote this, not that smart. I mean, that was a hit. I just got it. Like, it's somebody that's not super bright. But listen, it's a display of strength. But now here's what's interesting to me. It's kind of like they're throwing a line in the water. So it's kind of like they're going, okay, so if we do this, what is going to happen? It's a fishing line. This is a fishing line. They don't know. I don't know why. I'm going to ask why. But it's a fishing line. They're looking for something. So what are you looking for? This is interesting. I honestly don't think it matters who did it. I think we're looking at the wrong thing. I don't think it matters who wrote it. I think it matters why it was written. And everybody's speculating who wrote it. But the question for me is why? Why would you write this? It's not a personal decision. And now I'm looking at it and I'm saying, you know, okay, this is a fishing line. They're going fishing. So what are they fishing for? Let's ask. Oh, hello, Justice card. What are they fishing for? 123 people on the stream today. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I think it's close to our record last time, so wow, thanks guys. You guys are the best. Yeah, it really, who gives a fuck? Everybody's writing these articles like, why, like, who did it? Let's speculate. That's the distraction. There's something else here. Hi, Jimmy. Jimmy, I said some stuff about the UK at the beginning, so go back and check it. I feel like Jimmy sent me a good primer, too, on UK politics, so thanks for that. Yeah, I frequently speculate on Kellyanne and George's sex life, because I'm a sicko. I'm like, how is it in their house? Like, are they still do they just like fight about Trump and then like it's sexy, or like is nobody getting laid? I know that's silly, but so okay, why did you do? Oh, hello, Trump. Okay, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? I want to know why. It's a line in the water, so what are they looking for? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. Just a little Backstreet Boys. Backstreet Boys for you guys. Why? Tell me why. I'm gonna have that song in my head all day now. That's how it happens with that one. Diversion, yeah, but they're also looking for something. I get the sense, like I said, they're fishing. Like I'm looking at these cards and I get like fishing pole, like fishing. Tell me why. Why would you do this? What are you fishing for? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Oh, could be 25th Amendment. It actually could work out in our favor. Why? Okay, well, I have lots of nieces and nephews, and they just call me Auntie. It's not Auntie Kirsten, and it's not any other name. It's just Auntie. So, on a couple of like, my very first videos, like, Auntie this, Auntie that, everybody started calling me Auntie, so I'm just the Auntie. Wow. I think they're looking at 25th Amendment. Well, that cup's done. Boop. Thank you. So, Let's see. This could actually work. Oh, see, I told you. I told you it's not on the up and up. I told you it's not on the up and up. I fucking knew it. I'm excited. All right. Oh my God. It's really not on the up and up. It's really not. So they're sneaking around. They are sneaking around, dude. This is not on the up and up. Look at this. Look at this. This is what I get here in the beginning of the Celtic. I do a bastardized Celtic, by the way, but today it's actually not bastardized. But this is what I get here. Damn it. This is what I get here. It's not on the up and up. It's not on the up and up. It's not at all. Okay, so it's showing me Knight of Cups. This was in my previous reading. I don't know if I showed it to you guys, but now it's showing up in the past. So it's an offering. That's what he's, here you go, have this cup. But it's not on the up and up. So what are they fishing for? High Priestess says secrets. Listen, these are all here for this op-ed. Look at this. If you read cards, you're gonna be like, holy shit, Kirsten. It's sneaky, it's secrets, it's not on the up and up. They're trying to do something, but what is it? So I'm getting this, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. They may be floating the idea of 25th Amendment. They may be floating the idea of the 25th Amendment.
Special thanks to Jacinta Higgins, our main sponsor for this program.